Good morning class, welcome to ST.PETERS school. This is the science class, and in previous class we were doing chapter number 4, that is nutrition in living organism. And in last class we were discussing about what is azotobacter and what is autotrophic, what is heterotrophic. Now today we are going to learn the new term, that is symbiotic nutrition. So what is symbiotic nutrition? When two or more than two different types of plants live together to fulfill their needs such as nutrition, protection, support, etc., which each other's help, then it is known as symbiotic nutrition. Example, very common example is lichen, which is present into the soil. Okay, so now what is symbiotic nutrition? Symbiotic nutrition वो होता है that organism which is totally depend on another organism for their nutrition or protection or support, and mutually they also they also fulfill their needs. So this type of this type of particular organism is known as the symbiotic nutrition, जो एक दूसरे के ऊपर मतलब इक्वली डिपेंडेंट हो. फॉर एग्जांपल वो न्यूट्रिशन के लिए and the another organism for their protection. So in this way they in that particular organism will be considered as the symbiotic nutrition, because symbiotic मतलब एक जैसा they are interdependent. So they are dependent to each other. So that type of organism will be considered as the symbiotic nutrition. Very common example, lichen, it is present in the soil. Soil को ये rich बनाता है. Lichen, soil is very important for the nutrition for the lichen. Okay. Heterotrophic plants. So heterotrophic plants are those plants that do not contain chlorophyll or heterotrophic. They grow or in other plant body for obtaining food. They are insectivorous, saprophytic or parasitic. Example is Loranthus, Cascuta, etc. The parasitic plants thriving on the host plant. Now what is heterotrophic? When we are talking about the nutrition mode, there are two types of nutrition. One is autotrophic and one is heterotrophic. Autotrophic are those organisms which prepare their own food, while heterotrophic are those organisms which is dependent on the other organism for their food. Plant is very commonly known as the autotrophic, but animal are commonly known as the heterotrophic. But in the plant there is some exception, like some few plants are there which has no chlorophyll, but still they survive by the help of other plants which used to grow on the other plants for their nutrition. Very common example for this type of plant is insectivorous plant. Insectivorous plant don't do photosynthesis, but what they can do, they have a particular substance on their leaves or something. So whenever insects or fly traps come, they used to trap those insects for their nutrition. Okay. Saprophytic plants are the same that is dependent on the other plants, other dead and decaying materials, or the dead and decaying plants to grow. That type of plants are saprophytic, for example mushrooms. And parasitic, saprophytic को parasitic भी बोलते हैं. Okay, so and some parasitic plant, there are some plants which used to grow on the other plant. वो other plant पे grow करता है और उसी plant से उसके plant the host plant से वो अपने लिए nutrition लेता है. Okay, so that type of plant is known as heterotrophic plant. Insectivorous plants feed upon insects to obtain nutrients. Such plants are generally in soil or water that is deficient nitrogen compounds. Drosera and pitcher plant is very common example of insectivorous plant. It's nothing. उनकी plant के leaf पे they have a very specific substance called mucus. Mucus is a sticky substance. Due to the help of those mucus layer, what happened, whenever the insects sit on their leaf, they used to stick the insects, and by the time they used to try to trap those insects, and they use those insects for their nutrition, and that type of plant is known as insectivorous plant. Example is Drosera and the pitcher plant. Saprophytic plants obtain the food from dead and decaying bodies of other organisms. Some fungi spoil the food and some are disease causing, while some have medicinal properties. So saprophytic उसको बोलते हैं जो dead and decaying plant पे grow करता है. That type of plant is known as saprophytic. उसको फंजाई भी बोलते हैं. Okay, some fungi spoil the food, some fungi is not good, that used to grow on the bread and molds due to the presence of moisture. Some are disease causing, which is not good for your health, but some are still having medicinal properties. Useful fungi is yeast and few mushroom. Yeast is a very commonly used for बहुत सारे जो substance baking bread and other food item. We use yeast for fermentation. While few mushrooms are very healthy, they can have a rich protein, so few mushrooms are very healthy. In fermentation process and bread making, yeast is used. Some mushrooms are used as a food because they are rich source of iron and vitamins also. Okay. And okay, note, always remember, fungi are not the plant, they are saprophytic, and hence they are placed in a separate kingdom. Okay, so I think you have already studied this, that fungi is actually not a plant, it's a like a separate iska kingdom है, ना ये animal में आता है, not neither it is considered as animal, not as a plant, but still we are explaining whenever we study saprophytic, we used to explain the fungi. Okay. Role of nutrients and effects of the deficiency of plant. Role of nutrients and effects of the deficiency plant. So role of nutrients क्या है? Nutrients function and effects of deficiency. So nutrients are very important for every organism for their growth, proper development. And nutrients बहुत जरूरी है. What are the nutrients? Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, iron, manganese and zinc. Function of the nitrogen is important components of proteins, chlorophyll and cytoplasm. Okay, chlorophyll और proteins और cytoplasm के लिए nitrogen is very important. Retarded stunted growth, yellowing of leaves. इसके absence में क्या होता है? Plants में retarded stunted growth होता है and yellowing of the leaves can cause due to the lack of nitrogen. Phosphorus, conversion of light energy into the chemical energy. So what is the work of phosphorus energy? It helps in conversion of light energy into chemical energy, which is done during the photosynthesis process. Early leaf fall, late flowering, slow growth of roots. रूट धीरे बढ़ रहा है या फिर बहुत ज़्यादा लेट फ्लावरिंग हो रहा है प्लांट में, और द अर्ली लीफ फॉल, बहुत जल्दी लीफ गिर जा रहा है. सो दैट इज द ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ फॉस्फोरस नहीं, प्रॉपर फॉस्फोरस नहीं होने की वजह से ये सब प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं प्लांट में. पोटेशियम. Okay, so we are studying right now the role of nutrition and effects of the deficiency in the plants only. Okay. Potassium necessary for metabolic activities, weak stem, wilting of leaves, failure to produce carbohydrates. Okay, so due to the lack of potassium, what happened? Plant's stem is very weak and wilting of leaves you will see in the plant. Magnesium, production of chlorophyll, slow retarded growth, and again yellowing of leaves can cause due to the magnesium deficiency. Iron, production of chlorophyll, yellowing of leaves again can cause due to the deficiency of iron. Manganese, production of main plant hormones, retarded growth and spotted leaves. If you will find the leaves, your leaves are getting spot, it means there is a deficiency of manganese in the plant. Zinc, production of hormones and their intermediates, retarded growth and again yellowing of leaves can maybe caused due to the deficiency of zinc. Now how do plants produce their own food? So answer is plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Nutrition in animals, 3 factors involved in nutrition in animal are need for nutrients, mode of ingestion, and it is used in the body. Nutrients are obtained from the food. All the life processes run efficiently due to the presence of nutrients. Circulating blood supplies the nutrients to all the parts of the body. For this purpose, the food is converted into the soluble forms, and by an elaborate process, these 5 steps that occur in nutrition are as follows. Steps in nutrition: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. So we will discuss these steps in the next class. So for today, we are going to end our class here only. We are again going to discuss about the nutrition in animal in a detailed form. So till the time, what you can do is start revising all the go through the chapter, note down all the difficult word, whichever difficult word you find, in this chapter, note it down in your notebook. If you find out for the meaning in the Google, or if you can also find the meaning in a dictionary. If you're still not getting any meaning, you can just contact me. I will let you know what is the meaning of that particular term. If you are not still understanding any particular topic also, you can also WhatsApp me, and then I will again take a class over it. So till the time, take care and bye bye.